What's up guys, welcome back to the video. So today we're going to be learning about forwardRef and ReactJS. So let's get started. So forwardRef is a function in ReactJS that allows you to forward a ref from a parent component to a child component. We're going to see that later. And by the way, what is the reason to use this forwardRef? So pretty much this is not going to be used that much. So yeah, let's just go ahead and see it. So passing reps, which is the main topic about this, because I already said right here, allows you to forward a ref from a parent component to a child component. So this whole thing is just by saying how you can access that stuff inside it. And the next thing is about imperative actions. So this is kind of like using the use imperative handle hook, which I'm just going to be making a video on, so you can just see if it's there for you guys. So yeah, and we're going to be using that at that time. And this is the basic syntax, by the way, so you just have to do react.forwardRef. That's pretty much it. And then yeah, so that's pretty much about forwardRef. And let's go ahead and see an example. So we need these three files: app, child, and the parent, which we created right here. And there we go. So first of all, let's go ahead and start off with the parent file, or the parent component. It's gonna be a class component, so let's go ahead and import the things we need. So since it's a class component, we're going to be importing React and also the component. There we go, so that we can extend it. And the next thing we want is, yeah, that's pretty much it, I guess. So let's go ahead and go to class, and we're going to be doing this as parent since the name I put as parent, so that's why. Extends, and it's going to be component. There we go. So we're just basically creating a class component, and now we want to be having a constructor. So let's go and have a constructor. This is gonna be super. Let's go and have super props right there. So here we're just gonna be creating a ref. So first of all, this ref is gonna be input ref. And by the way, I forgot to say guys the example. So what I'm gonna be doing is, like, whenever we click a button, it's just gonna be focusing on the specific text field or the input box. So let's go ahead and see that using forwardRef. So first of all, this is the input ref, and then we're gonna be doing react dot create ref right there. So that's pretty much about the constructor. We don't have to mess anything about this. The reason is because we just have to create this input ref. So the reason why we are using this keyword is, if you guys forgot, we're inside a class, so we have to use it. And now I'm gonna create a function. So let's go ahead and do an arrow function. And let's go ahead and do focus, and we're gonna be doing that, and this is gonna be an arrow function. So there we go. So here I'm just gonna put it nothing for now. And now let's go ahead and render some stuff. So render, return, and now what we want to be doing is, let's go ahead and actually spell this right real quick. So this is gonna be render, and it's gonna be having like that. It's gonna be return, and there we go. So we're gonna be having a fragment because we're gonna be using more than two, but for now I'm just gonna keep one because we didn't import something from the child, which I don't have to include because it's kind of confusing for you guys. So let's go and do button, and in this button what we're gonna be doing is we're just gonna say focus. So this is gonna be having an on click, and this is gonna be having this. So let's actually extend this focus on click to make this clear. So focus on click, that's what it's gonna do. And yeah, that's pretty much about what we have to do for now. Also, let me export this because we forget always to export this, so that's why I'm just gonna do it. So we're gonna be exporting the default and the parent. There we go. So now let's go ahead and work with our child, which we didn't even write anything, so let's go ahead and work with this. So normally what we would do is, to create a functional component, is just do something like this. We're just gonna have a name and stuff, but here we have to do a bit different. So what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be having a cons, and here I'm just gonna name this child maybe equals an arrow function. Let me actually do this. There we go. So we have an arrow function, and then inside this you can just return. So we are gonna be returning, let's go ahead and do an input. So this is gonna be the type as the text, because the type should be the text, so that we can just see if it focuses or not. And let's go ahead and stop right here. So first of all, we are not even using the react.createRef, which I said right here, so let me get that out. So we have to do react.forwardRef, not createRef, sorry. So it's react.forwardRef. So if you're not even doing it anywhere, so if you want to perform the forwarding ref, what you have to do is over here. First of all, let me import React, so that because we are importing it from the library and stuff. So let's go and do React, and now what we're going to be doing is react.forwardRef. So in here we're just going to be having props, and we're going to be having ref. So the reason why we're having props and ref is so that we can pass this input ref to our child. So that's why we created this. And yeah, so let's go ahead and do ref equals, and then we're going to be doing ref right there. So we're just forwarding this to the parent and stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much about what we're doing right here. And let's go ahead and export this so that we can use it elsewhere. So let's go ahead and do export default and the child. There we go. And the one last final thing we have to do is we just have to import this. Import child from child, and we are just going to be using it. So we're going to be doing child there, and since we have the ref, we have to pass it. So let's go ahead and do right here ref equals, and then the ref is going to be our input ref over there. So this dot input ref, not input ref. So yeah, and that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and import this in our app and test our output. So let's go ahead and import the parent, and we are going to be doing parent over here. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's go over here and reload this page, and we got an error saying focus on click is not defined. Okay, we forgot to define the code over here, so let's go ahead and actually define all this code in here. So first of all, what we're going to be doing is, it's going to be a simple code, by the way. This dot input ref, which we have, dot current dot focus. So we did a small mistake over here. We just have to do this over here. Let's go ahead and do that. So let's go and reload this, and there we go. So it works. I just zoomed in so that you guys can see, and there we go. So this is our text field. So let me reload this. This is our input where we have, and if I click on focus, it focuses. So that works. So that's an example of how you can do this. So if I reload this and it still works, so that's pretty much about forwarding ref. So that's it for today's video. See you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.